children?
My name is Jasmine Reyes. I'm the mother of Arisbeth Lopez and Lizbeth Lopez.
Sir, your name and your relationship to the children?
My name is Marvin Lopez. I am the father of Erzbet and Lisbeth Lopez.
And for the state of Texas?
Here, Mitchell.
All right, we've got a suit for modification of support order and a motion to confirm support arrearage, and we're having a hearing. Do we have any stipulations?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, let's read those into the record.
Okay. Child support will be modified to $597 a month starting September the 1st, 2021. The father will cover the health insurance through his employer. We're taking a judgment for child support arrears in the amount of $191.91 as of July the 31st, 2021. And Mr. Lopez will pay that back in a lump sum amount of $191.91 on or before August the 26th, 2021. Mr. Lopez also should be ordered to pay court costs billed.
And what is the issue?
The issue is non-disclosure.
All right, Mr. Lopez, so far are those your agreements?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Reyes, so far are those your agreements?
Yes.
All right, so the only issue that we're talking about is whether the mother's address is going to be disclosed. Is that correct, Ms. Miller? Mitchell?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right, let's proceed.
I would like to call Ms. Reyes. Ms. Reyes,
Yes.
what concerns do you have with your address being in this order?
Well, it's just like from the current things that happened before. He's aggressive, and we haven't had a problem with this current address, which is my mom's address. Like the timing, the days, we haven't had no problem with that. So with the address I have now, I'm just scared he will come and bring problems over here. He has set up some stuff with his brothers before. He has stole from me.
He's what? I'm
And,
sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't understand that. He has what?
Set up traps. He has stole from me and had his brother wait for him on the next block.
Okay, hold on a minute. Miss Mitchell, I didn't understand what you said. What did you understand that?
I believe she said that he's stolen from her.
Stolen from her. Okay.
For her.
And okay, stolen from her, and what else?
Set up traps for her and had his brother on another block or something.
I don't understand what all that is, Ms. Reyes. What are you talking about? First of all, let me ask a question. Has there been any family violence or any violence at all between you and Mr. Lopez?
In the past, yes.
Okay, tell me about that.
Well, in the past, he has showed up to my job and tried to take stuff from me, the keys to my job. And there's times where we met up for visitations, and that's when he has stole from me. And another one was when I was driving with my kids, and he tried to move the wheel because we weren't together. So he threatened me to hurt my kids and me because he didn't want us to do it with nobody else. So that's the third thing that happened. And I think that was it. But he would always show up to my house, to my job, to where I was at working, everything.
Okay,
so I just don't feel safe.
The very first thing that I want to know, has there ever been any physical violence?
He has hit me before, but I try to have no contact with him a lot. I just do phone.
When?
Like before the restraining order?
You had a
'Cause he had a
restraining order?
Yes, he had a restraining order.
All right. And if he knows where your address, where you're living, do you think that he will cause you or your children any harassment or abuse or serious harm or injury?
Yes.
And that is because why?
Well, it's just his anger on like with child support, because with child support that I put him on child support because I'm with someone else now. I have a baby. I have a new baby now with my new partner.
All right. There was a protective order back in 2018. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. And that's not in effect anymore. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. All right. Ms. Mitchell, go ahead. I just wanted to clear up a few things.
Okay. So, Ms. Reyes, how have you all been doing pickup and drop off for the kids?
Everything has been fine with this address, like with timing and the dates. I've actually been we've been working with like other days when he can't pick them up on his weekends. I let him pick them up like on other days, so we really don't have trouble with
That wasn't the
address.
question. That wasn't the question, Ms. Reyes. Listen to the question. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just rephrase it, Your Honor. Where have you been doing pickup and
Pickup has been at my mom's house, which is 14354 Duncan. Everything's been good.
All right.
And
Mr. Lopez, do you have a problem with that?
With picking
Up
dropping
and
off?
delivering the children at her mother's house. You get along with her mother?
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
So is that any problem at all, the picking up and delivering the children?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Do you have any problem with her not, with her address not being disclosed on the order?
My only concern is I just want to know like where my girls are at. That's my only concern.
Okay. So you do have a problem with
Yes,
her not knowing her address. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Go ahead, Ms. Mitchell.
Ms. Reyes, had you been living at that address with your mom up until recently?
Yes, I just currently moved to this new address like 4 months ago.
And so Mr. Lopez has known where you've lived so far. Is that correct?
Yeah, he just thinks I live at my mom's house still.
Okay, and so you guys have not had problems currently with him knowing where you live. Is that correct?
No. Yes, not at this current address though.
Okay, I pass this witness, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Lopez, do you have any questions for Ms. Reyes?
No, sir.
Okay. Call your next witness, Ms. Mitchell.
Mr. Lopez, and you've already answered this, but I'll ask again. Why do you want Ms. Reyes to have her address in this order?
Because I'll feel safer knowing where my daughters are at.
Okay. And you knew where she lived previously?
At her mom's house.
And you guys, have you had any problems since?
No, ma'am.
Are you going to harass or threaten Miss Reyes if you were to know where she lives now?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I pass this one, Your Honor.
Ms. Reyes, do you have any questions of Mr. Lopez?
No, I don't.
Okay, it appears that there was a protective order back in March of 2018. Mr. Lopez, why was there a protective order?
Well, how did I say it?
Was there some type of harassment or abuse or family violence?
No, sir, nothing like that. It was she had a like a mood change, and his things just started going sideways. She was pretty mad. She driving the whole time. We came back from the aquarium.
There was no family violence?
They were just between like me and her, like just arguments. That's all it was. There was no nothing else.
But there was a protective order against, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you telling me that there was no family violence committed? The order says there was.
Well, she fought for it. It was she fought for it because she put our daughters in danger, but she put me down as that I was the cause of it. But
all right, Miss Reyes, tell me why there was a protective order.
Well, there was, as I said before, I was driving with my daughters, and every time when I was with my daughters, she would try to like give me in a crash and an accident. I have actually the reports from the police. I have police reports and case numbers that show that he's done that.
What has he done?
He has well, he has hit me in front of my daughters.
He has hit you in front of your daughters. Is that what you're saying? For whatever reason, you're just not coming through real clear. Are you saying he has hit you in front of his daughters?
Yes, and he has. I was driving before, and he moved the wheel because he didn't want this to end between us. So my daughters were in the car, and I could have been in an accident.
All right. Then are we going to have the order of pickup and delivery included in this order, Ms. Mitchell?
We can, because the initial order didn't. It was a regular pickup drop off.
Hold on, suit for modification. Okay. But if I'm going to enter appropriate orders concerning the disclosure of the address of the parties, then appropriate orders would mean that I would indicate that the pickup and delivery might be at the mother's residence, correct?
Yes.
All right. And how long has this been going on, Mr. Lopez, that you've been picking up and delivering the children at Ms. Reyes' mother's address?
Since we first got the court order in 2017.
Okay. And that's working out all right?
Yes, sir. Her mother's pretty helpful towards my daughters.
Okay, that's good. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that there is a good relationship there, because that's a grandmother and you're the father, and Miss Reyes is the mother, and these children need to not be worried about any problems.
They don't need to be stressed.
Yeah. All right. The issue of non-disclosure, that's granted. Pickup and delivery to take place at maternal grandmother's house, residence. All right. Anything further?